Hi, Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk. Look at me, I'm wearing my apron. So this is a Facebook Live replay. So I recorded it yesterday over on my Facebook page, Nigezza to Create. So you might want to pop over and like it and see. I'm done. Been trying to do one a week, and so hopefully I'll get some live crafting done there. And what I've done is I'm flicking through the catalogue, going through what I like the best, and then I'm making 2 cards using the First Frost paper, and I'm doing it so that I'm using that side and that side, creating 2 cards, and these are the cards I created. So that was the first one, and I don't know if you can see that there is a little bit of shimmy on, well, I've used Wink Stella on those trees, so you can see it in real life. I'm not sure if the light's picking it up there at all. And so I made that one, and then with the reverse side that was cut off, I made that one. I've actually got a little square, so I could in fact make a third one with the bit that was left over, because what I did was I used the stitched rectangles, and it was supposed to be longer. I've done it before in a video where I've shown you how you stop so far and then you can make it longer, only the plate slipped, so it didn't happen. But the intention was I was going to make a stitched rectangle that sort of size. But as they say, there's no mistakes in crafting, it's just an opportunity to be creative. So instead of making that card, I made that one. And do you know, that's another way. And then I've got a bit left over and I can make a third card or a tag or something like that. So it's okay. So it's another way of getting more out of your paper, which is great. So come and see what I did. Here we are. Welcome, live crafting. That's a first for me, I think. Yeah, it's because it's the new catalogue. Which is very exciting, because the most exciting thing about it is I can open it, because it launched today, and so now we're allowed to open it. So I've had this a while, maybe a month, maybe 3 weeks, I'm not sure. Anyway, so I've had a good old look through it, and I'm just going to pick out my favourites. I've done some crafting with it. I've shared some things on my YouTube channel, and I've showed the things that I've got. So I've showed you the wrapped in plaid suite. I've got the stamp set and the punch and the papers, and I've been using lots and lots of papers, and I've got some great projects coming up very soon. I'm doing a festive Friday. Every Friday I'm going to do a Christmas project, I'll be sharing that with you. So I've done a few with this, you've got them to look forward to. And then moving on through the catalogue, the catalogue's laid out like the annual catalogue now, with the bundles all at the front, so you can easily go to the pages where they are. As you can see, we've got these, you've probably seen them if you watch YouTubers, Stampin' Up YouTubers, you'll have seen these little tiny curvy keepsake boxes. They're like the old ones but smaller. I don't have one. Yeah, and like the annual catalogue, they're sort of laid out so you can see the papers a bit better. Then we've got the Let It Snow suite, and this is what I was offering as a takeaway class, where you'll get a little bit of all these things with the stamp set and the punch, plus enough cardstock and envelopes to make 12 cards and a PDF download. And who doesn't love snowmen at Christmas? It's so cute, and it has a punch, and the paper's gorgeous, and I have showed you it before, so I'm not going to dwell on it too much. And then we've got, moving down to my other favourite thing, is the DSP. I haven't got the stamp set, I've got the DSP, and I've got the ribbon, and you will have seen this that I've shared, which is just this beautiful box which I love. I think it's gorgeous. And yeah, so I cased Caroline, Crafty Caroline. She used to be my boss, or my upline, and she's no longer living in the UK, so she's no longer a demonstrator, but yeah, we miss her, but I was glad to be able to resurrect that box. And then what have we got? Then we've got the Feels Like Frost. Now I've got the ribbon and I've got the paper from Feels Like Frost. I'm so tempted by these beautiful dies. The papers are gorgeous, and that's what I'm going to do some live crafting with. And what did I mark this for? Oh yeah, this Greatest Part of Christmas, this stamp set, which is a host stamp set. So you have to put in an order of £150, and you'll get 10% back to spend, which is £15, and so 12 of it you can spend on this. It's the only way to get it. Even us demonstrators have to spend £150 to be able to get that. Yeah, I really like that. That's every Christmas sentiment that you could ever want. So that's the catalogue. It's brilliant. If you haven't got one and you'd like one and you haven't got a demonstrator, then let me know and I'll be happy to pop one in the post to you. So let's go and do some crafting, because that's what I promised. Now, if you're watching this live and you do some comments, I can't see them, okay, because my phone's up there and they're not showing on my iPad. So I can't answer anything. If you're watching this on live replay on YouTube, then if you comment, I'll answer in the usual way. Okay, so we've got this beautiful paper, and we've got photographic images of lovely frosty snowy scenes on one side, and then the other side as these gorgeous silver and whisper white. So both sides are beautiful. Now I'm going to use this sheet here, and I'm going to show you how to make 2 cards from this one sheet, and I'm going to use both sides. And that's a little strip left over from the project that I tried this out with, just to make sure, because I didn't want to do completely impromptu live crafting for the first time, so I have done a little bit of testing out. So I've done a little bit of prep. So I've got the Seaside Spray. It's going to be my card base, and then I've got some Whisper White mats, one for the outside, one for the inside, and then for the second card I've got Whisper White base in extra thick Whisper White, and I've already embossed it with the Subtles embossing folder. Okay, we're going to concentrate on this one first, but first off what we've got to do is cut this down. And if you follow me and you watch me, you know that I do sort of standard sizes for my mats, and I've got them marked up on my trimmer here. So because that's the scene, I want to do it this way round. So I'm going to cut this there. That's my mark for the second size mat, so I'm gonna just cut that off, and then I mean that's quite pretty. You could use that side or you could use that side. I'm probably going to use that side, and then we just need to trim the end off as well. Decide which end. I think we'll keep that end, and we'll just trim that little tad off there, and got a nice little strip there for going on the inside of the card, is what I thought. Okay, so I'll put my trimmer away now, and this is, I've chosen this to sort of be quick bit of crafting, so I am simply going to glue this on there and glue that on there. So really simple crafting. I didn't want this live crafting to go on forever, especially when I can't do what I normally do, which is speed up maybe bits like this. So I didn't want to be too long. I just wanted to show you that how these papers are so stunning that you don't have to do very much to make them into beautiful cards. There we go. And then we've got that little strip that came off, and it is slightly smaller than that. So I might trim this mat on the inside down a bit. Now you could choose to have it that way, or you could choose to have it that way for going on the middle. I'll think about it whilst I'm creating. Now it needs a sentiment, so I'm choosing this Merry Christmas from this one. Could do the Let It Snow actually. Could have a little circle with a Let It Snow. Shall I go off piste and not do what I planned? Why not? I'd already mounted the other one, but it's like crafting, isn't it? So let's have Let It Snow, and then I might actually use them snowflakes as well. So now I need to get a block, which I didn't get ready because I wasn't going to do it. So we'll put Let It Snow on there, and we'll put some snowflakes on there, and I need my stamping mat because it's photopolymer, and I've got the ink ready. And Let It Snow. I've got my chamois up there, and I might do a little bit of snowflakes around it a bit. I might actually, rather than use that bit of DSP, I might put some snowflakes down the edges of this card for the inside. Quite like that idea. And you could of course do the same on the envelope. In fact, let's do that thing. So the envelopes are just next to me. Whisper white envelope, and I could just put some snowflakes on the flap of this envelope. That's quite cool, isn't it? Cool. Snowflakes, quite cool. Yeah. Make myself laugh, I do. There we go. Randomly stamp in some snowflakes. Got a bit of a gap in there. And I might put some around the edges. How lovely would that be? Receive through the post at Christmas with your little dress label, room for the stamp there, like that. Might just put some on along the edge here. Yeah, cute. So that's the envelope. Now let's get back on with this Let It Snow, and then I've got to decide what punch I might use for that one. I could die cut. I don't want it to be too big, so one of the things I quite like about stitched framelits is that they kind of look nice without actually needing very much else. You don't need to mat it because they don't like that. Oh, I know what might work in there. There you go, this is what happens, live crafting. They haven't planned it. That one there. Oh yes. and then you can see that was kind of what I wanted. So we've got a bit of snowflakes sort of popping in. Okay, so this means I've got a die cut. I never die cut on camera, but as this is live, it's unavoidable. So just put my lid on my Tombow. So I have got my big shot around here ready. I've been tidying my craft room this morning. I wanted to clear my desk so that I could do some live crafting without being restricted by the mess, to try and sort of angle the camera so that you didn't see it. And it takes me ages to kind of work out, oh yeah, I think that's straight. Yeah, and then I decided I would just not do any face on. Too difficult to flip it from face on to down on the desk, so I decided I'll just do it straight down on the desk. So I may as well do it with my normal filming. But this gap, you might, if you've seen my craft room tour, you might remember that I have space to that side and I have space to that side. Well, I didn't have any space at all. I had a mess, and so in order to be able to accommodate my big shop, I had to clear it. So I've had lots of fun clearing it. So, oh, I thought my big shop was going to fall then. So there we've got a bit of Let It Snow, and we've got this lovely ribbon that kind of goes with it. Now we could do a little bit of a loop behind that, maybe. Nah, don't like that. Could just put a little bit behind. I did think I might tie it round, but I might just do that. So I'm gonna snip that end off so it's prettier, because it's frayed a bit, and then snip it off about there. Just give it a little bit of bling, because it's Christmas, we want a bit of bling. So let's me fast fuse on the other glue stamp. I've got two, I made two adhesive tidies, and I have one on my desk and one here filming, but I've only got one fast fuse on the go. So right, I did get a new pack of dimensionals, there we go. Going to stick a couple of those on the back of there. Don't know how long I've been. Oh, I can see the time. I started at 1:45, didn't I? So 15 minutes so far. That's not bad. Not bad for me anyway. Having a card nearly finished, but I do want to make two. Stick that there. And then I wanted to get some rhinestones and stick a few of them around. There's the pokey tool. There. Because I wanted to have a bit of bling. These are snowflakes falling, so I just thought I'd bung a bit of this around. We have got some sort of snowflakey accents set. They're not available in the UK at the moment. I might put one there. But that would look quite nice. You could probably do little splodges. Wink Stella is the next thing I want, because I thought I'd put a little bit of glisten on these trees. So I'm just, where they're sort of icy, have got some really fine glitter, which is not Stampin' Up, which with a cookie glue pen I could do that with. So I don't know if you can see that. I can see it, but there's little bit of bling on there. So that is card number 1. And then, oh, I need to put that in the middle, don't I? And then we'll make card number 2. So just give that a little bit of, could put a sentiment on it. I often don't, because I never know what I want to say. Depends who it's to. So with the Stamparatus though, it would be really simple to make sure you got your sentiment straight if you decided afterwards to do it. So there, simple. So you get 48 sheets. So I'm going to show you how to make 2 cards out of each sheet. So that's like 96 cards. That was quick maths, Jess. Might have been wrong. Just because I did it quick, don't mean to say it was right. Right, so what did I do? Oh, and that's the envelope as well. How cool. How cool's that? Like it a lot. So there's my card blank. So my idea with this one was, I've kind of done this style before. You could use that one, but I'm not. I'm going to do the silver. So I need to cut it down, but what I thought I'd do is to use my stitch framelits, and I wanted a stitched rectangle, and of course these rectangles, that's not long enough, and it can be a bit wider. So see over here, yeah, might use that one, and then I'm going to elongate it. So I've done this before. Now what I find with the rectangles is they go in better if they are at an angle. So let's put the die the right way around. So we want to cut, but not cut all the way down. So we just put the cutting plate to the point where we want it to cut. So putting it there. And that should have just cut the top end. Oh, bloomin' heck. It didn't. Oh well, that's what you get for live crafting. In theory, that should have worked, and it certainly works in practice, but never mind. We'll change our mind completely about the card we're going to do. So, forced myself to do something different. This really is off the seat of my pants now. So I've cut a thing like that, so I might end up going this way then. We'll go this way. So then we need a sentiment. So maybe I'll do this Merry Christmas sentiment and do some silver embossing. I think that might look nice. I was going to do it cut out with a die, but I'm not going to do that now. So I've got to get my Versamark. So there's my Versamark. There's my Whisper White. Silver embossing powder is, that's gold. Silver's here. Embossing buddy. Right. we go, just chuck that in the middle, like so. Sprinkle some magic. I've not embossed with this set, so that's cool. I have with the Christmas tree set, but not this one. So move that out of the way. Heat tools here. So excuse the noise. There it goes. Oh, that looks pretty. Like it. So, heating from below gives you a slightly smoother finish, which is why I did it from below like that. And I'm going to continue with the stitched theme, and I'm going to cut that out with a stitched rectangle, and it's this one, so the second largest of that one fits it. Oh, actually, did I go smaller than that? I can actually go, I'm not going to go smaller than that. I want something actually quite big. So, yep, we'll do that. So let's get that cut out. So I use a magnetic platform on this because I found that just saved me so much time. I didn't have to put washi tape to hold them in place. There we go. Now I'm just thinking that I might do a silver frame around this, or I might leave it as it is. If I want a silver frame, I want that one and the next size up, and I want some silver foil card, which I don't have. So I will use some mirror card that I happen to have, which I thought was down here. Nope. There, got some silver mirror card. I'll use that. I'll cut it down so I can do it at an angle because it's less of a jump for the machine that way. I'll go up here. That'll do. Put that on the inside. Actually, I might not make a frame because then I can pop it up. I'll have it as a mat. Changing my mind all the time.
there. Oh, but I could, thinking now, I could make a frame for that. Will that fit on that card? Yeah, it will. Let's do that. So let's get this back again. Cut this out as a frame. See what that looks like, and I will make this a frame, although it won't match if I do that. Yeah, maybe I won't make it as a frame, I'll make it as a mat. Got all squiff. There we go. So yep, might stick that down then. That will look lovely. I did get some of our Whisper White ribbon that has the silver in it, which I could put round there in a little bow before I stick it down, but I'm not going to, because although it is Whisper White, I think it looks slightly yellow on it, so I won't put a bother. So we do this, so we'll get this stuck down. It doesn't like sticking to mirror card very well, kind of slips, but we'll have a go. Let's see what happens. Because I don't want to do fast fuse. I'm going to put that because it's like a little bit of a gap on the bottom. And I'm going to get a punch. I'm just going to stick it on there. Hold that down for a minute. Do the same on this. That's got something from my embossing mat, my plates. Let's just take that off with my rubber. Essential crafting tool, the unsung hero. Somebody asked that on the team pages. What's your unsung hero in your craft room? And I think it's certainly my glue eraser. So I'll stick that on there like that, and I'm going to pop that one up on dimensionals, and I'm going to stick this one down as it is. Yeah, I think that's stuck nicely. I like when I'm doing plain backgrounds, I do quite like to emboss it. I think it gives it a little bit of something extra. There we go, and then get some dimensionals on that one. Now you could inches, thinking again, I could put some silver thread behind that, which I might do. That might give it something, mightn't it? So I take these off. I might stick some fast fuse on either side. And just give it a little bit of swirly. Want it to appear quite random, so just, you can wind it around your fingers. But I find that way works all right. So don't stick it to your craft mat. There we go. And then just gives it a little lift. Let's use your grid mat, Jez. It's got straight lines for a reason. And there we have it. So we've done that one and that one, and I've still got a bit left to do something else. So I could in fact make 3 cards, couldn't I, or use that for a Christmas tag. So that's me live crafting. Woohoo! So that was about 35 minutes. Not bad for a video for me. I've done 2 cards. Hope you like that. I will put this available on my YouTube channel as well, and I will answer any questions that people might have asked, or any comments afterwards. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I will do a blog post for this later. Obviously I can't do it now because it's live, but I will do a blog post with sort of measurements and photographs and things like that, probably Saturday now, because I've got blogs already scheduled for the rest of the time, so this will probably be Saturdays. Okay, see you again soon. Don't forget, pop over to www.nigezza.co.uk if you want to buy anything, and if you want a catalogue and you haven't got one, then let me know. Okay, see you. Bye.